you see, I'm recording this on my PC with a Yeti mic. I'm just trying it out. I'm trying a bunch of different. So I recorded with my headphones, without headphones on my phone, and then now I'm doing my Yeti mic again, uh, with the idea of like hopefully I can do all of them, or I wanted to record some stuff on my PC and showcase stuff so I can actually talk about it and show it. I ended up actually doing that with my iPad, which worked decently well, but I think this would work better. Um, so yeah, I just got my new gaming PC, and the fans aren't as loud as my old gaming laptop. So hopefully this sounds better than my old videos. Oh, my heat was on. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. I don't think you can actually hear the heat in the background. I could be completely wrong on that though. Um, Anyways, so this video, I wanted to go through basically what animes I'm watching in the winter 2023 season. So I did like a little. I can't remember if I actually can't remember if it was a video or a YouTube short, but I went over two that I was watching. I kind of wanted to go over everything and showcase all the shows I'm watching, and two that I've yet to start, but I think I'm going to. So first on the list, I'm gonna talk about these two first. So this one is the Ice Guy and his cool female colleague. This is a kind of an office rom com. Um, the animation's all right, but I think the characters and kind of the thing they have going with the romance is really sweet. Third episode was really good. The first episode is not good. I just straight up like didn't enjoy it. It seemed like a lot of people also felt that way. Um, so if you watch the first episode and you didn't love it, I would give the second and third and maybe fourth. I can't remember how many episodes there have been. A try. I think just three. Um, it's super fun and cute, and I think it's hopefully gonna be really good. It's basically about this guy who's I think a descendant of a snow spirit, and when he gets different emotions, he like either causes a blizzard or snowmen like pop out of him, or he melts or he freezes himself. And there's a couple other characters in the story that are like descendants from spirits too. So just the world is like that. But he's like this, and then he meets this girl who's like his coworker, and she's like they're both very quiet and like I want to say boring, but they're not boring. Maybe they are, but they're just very normal and chill, and like they don't do much. Um, they're not screaming or yelling all the time. He screams internally, but she doesn't. And it's like a slow, you know, it's not actually slow at all, to be honest, from what episode three kind of showed. But it's like a take your time kind of romance, even though there seems to be some good progression so far. Uh, yeah, she goes out of her way to like help him no matter what. She like does like everything for him. The first episode does showcase the overall like shtick of the series, but I just didn't think it was paced well. So yeah, watching that. I mean, it's only three episodes, so I can't give it like a rating or anything, but I'd recommend this if you like romance, and especially if you've been tired of high school romance. This is a cool change of pace with the office setting. And then next, I talked about Tomo-chan as a girl. Uh, this has been a great adaptation so far. I think I've read the manga, I think twice, because someone on the subreddit, a manga subreddit, like posted again, like coloring the panels. It's just a romance. It's a classic. Like I think it's shonen. Like just romance about this girl that is it. I thought it said. I always thought it said the shonen or not right here. I'm thinking something else. Anyways, yeah, it's basically this two like very like jockey people, and this guy doesn't see her as a girl because he like, grew up with her, and she's very tough, and she does karate, and he's kind of a goofball. And honestly, all the characters are really goofy and funny and distinct. Uh, this is like the icon of r slash manga, Carol. But yeah, I think the voice actors have been doing a great job in the sub. It's really cool that the voice actor for Carol actually does the sub and the dub, and she's great. Um, I definitely prefer the sub. I'm not a huge fan of Tomo's voice in the dub. I watched an episode or two of it. Um, it's good. I definitely think it feels a little bit dated. Um, there's a lot of talk about like girl and guy like things, and I don't know. It just seems too much sometimes because it's like it doesn't matter. And that's kind of the point of the story is like she can be boyish, but I don't know. There's some times when it's like, why is everyone so caught up on this? That's not girly. That's not boyish. I don't know. But for all that it does with that, it is cool that there's a very feminine guy and then a very masculine girl, and it kind of does play with that idea a little bit. So it's not really a complaint. It's just something I've noticed, especially on watching the anime. Became more obvious to me than when I was reading it. But yeah, really funny. It's probably the trying to think. I think it's the funniest anime I'm watching this season. It's like legitimately funny. Um, all the background, like the all the characters. I mean, both of them too are really funny. I don't think it's like a dud in the cast yet. Uh, yeah, recommend that for sure if you want just like a funny romance. Kubo won't let me invisible. Won't let me be invisible. So I've read this manga. I'm caught up with it. I do enjoy it. I like it. It's not close to my being my favorite or like top 10, but it is fun. It is very cute. It's hard for me to recommend because I'm thinking about the manga and like if I had to recommend a romance manga, I probably wouldn't recommend this. There's other ones I'd recommend before it. But if you want like a very cute and like there's not going to be a ton of progress in this season, and it's not like a spoiler. I mean, I think people can kind of picture this. Like, there's not going to be a ton. There is, but it's done in the classic like rom com manga way. Um, but yeah, this one is basically about this guy that he is like invisible, like to like a comedic level. Like the last episode, he tried to go in a convenience store and like the sensor to open the door didn't recognize him. He's like an invisible. He's not the main character, but Kubo can see him, and it's sweet. It's like a very sweet romance. Um, so you want to just kind of have a fully feel good, like no drama at all. Uh, rom com. I go with this one. I guess this is like the rom com. Uh, oh yeah, there's a fourth one too. This is like the rom com video, but hopefully I can give you a recommendation that fits what you want. But I do like this one. I'd probably recommend the other two over that if you're just looking for a general romance. But like I said, if you're looking for something like sweet and like drama free, I'd go with this one. Um, Angel Next Door is supposed to be rotten. This is based on a light novel. I also read the light novel. I'm not fully caught up with it. I read the web novel and I stopped. So I'll have to go and actually read like the translated actual light novel versions of it. But yeah, it's these two high school kids. It's very little. There's like them and then two other characters in the whole story. That's it. Uh, but they live next door to each other. They're both live by themselves, and he like doesn't take care of himself, and she's like the best cook, and she cleans and all this stuff, and she ends up like helping him out, and she like comes over and cooks them dinner, and he washes the dishes. They kind of just have they like start basically becoming a married couple without knowing it and saying that like, oh, we don't like each other. I really enjoyed the light novel. It's I'm not as interested in watching the anime. I love the opening. The opening's really good. Because I know what happens, and it is good though. I'm going to continue it because I don't fully remember what happens and how things progress, but there is progression. Like it's if you want like a really great, these two characters are the main focus, and there is clear progression constantly. Do this one. Yeah, definitely do this one. Opening is great. It's very chill and slow paced. Not in a terrible way. It's not in a bad way at all. It's just it takes its time. It's simple. You know, they're just kind of getting to know each other and hanging out at his house. uh, yeah, and I guess for the same thing, Tomo is going to be it's 13 episodes, and it's looking like it's going to adapt the entire manga. So if you're interested in watching a complete adaptation, this season is going to be the whole thing, which is kind of cool. And then lastly, I'm watching Ippon again. This is a judo anime. Uh, the first episode was like really surprisingly well animated, and the second episode was not as well animated, but I've enjoyed them both. I think the characters are pretty fun. I'm not sold on it yet. I would not recommend it yet. I love sports anime, and I love like slice of life anime, but I'm not sold on this yet. I'll probably talk again about these shows later in the season or like the last month. I'm gonna try my best to keep up with this because I think I know I love sports anime, and this seems like a feel good show. So we'll see. I hope it continues really good. But so far, I can't fully recommend it. And then lastly, there are two shows that I have not started. So the Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genius Young Lady. Um, I've not watched this yet. I'm probably going to start it. Is it only on episode 1? Oh no, okay. It started January 4th. It's a Yuri girl's love story. I was watching a lot of romances this season, so I'm like, I don't want to start another one, but apparently this is really good and it's ranked pretty well. And I've seen people talk about it on the subreddit, an anime subreddit, so I'm gonna give this a try for sure. I don't know anything about it. I think it's just like a fantasy world, Yuri romance, but apparently it's real good. That's pretty high ranking for just like especially like a Yuri romance. Yeah, so I'm gonna start that one. I'll let everyone know what I think of that, and then the Fire Hunter. Only been one episode. It just started. I downloaded the first episode, and I'm. Oh no. This is on Crunchyroll, right? Okay, yeah. I guess I just put it on my watch later. Me and my wife are gonna watch this one and try it. I have no idea if I'm gonna continue it. I've no idea what this is about either. I saw some people in the comment. I look at like the first episode comments and just see what people are saying, and people are just saying like, "Oh, this is really good. Oh, this feels like a classic anime and a fantasy story." And my wife isn't watching any seasonals this season so far. It's a lot of romance and slice of life, and she does not watch romance and slice of life for the most part. Like she likes some romance, like she loves Kaguya and Fruits Basket. Then some slice of life, like she loved Bochi and like K-On! And Nichijou, but not all. Not like she would not like this. I think out of all of these, my wife would probably watch Toma-chan because it's funny. Definitely not this. Definitely not that. Definitely not this. Definitely not this. Um. So yeah, we're gonna try this out. Not watched it yet. I'm excited to give it a try. Who knows if we'll keep up with it? If I don't like the first episode, or first 2 or 3, I try to give 3 episodes a try, and we just stopped. But yeah, that's it. I just kind of wanted to go over what I'm watching this season. I'll make another follow up on the winter 2023 season in March, end of March, when these are all like wrapped up or wrapping up. And man, I'm probably going to give. If you watch this channel and you're subscribed, I got a bunch of subscribers recently, like 10 or something, just from the YouTube shorts that I posted, which is really cool because those are getting a lot of views. So I'm gonna keep doing that. Hopefully that's not too annoying. I want to keep up doing both videos and that. But let me know if you a new subscriber or like anime. Comment if you want me to do like news. Like I watched the ASMR Gaming News channel. He's really good, and I don't really know if there's like an anime or a manga news channel. So I was thinking about like maybe I should do that. I don't know. It's an idea I had of like that'd be fun, like a weekly. Like part of my thing is just like a weekly or every 2 weeks. I probably do it weekly. It's news, like anime manga news. Yeah. So let me know if you want to see that because basically I was gonna say spring 2023 is gonna be like packed again. Last spring 2022 is my favorite season I've seen so far, and I'll make a video on that because I watched 10 at least anime that season and finished them, which is a lot for me. I don't have much time in my day, but I ended up being able to do that. But yes, this is gonna be like even more packed. There's so many good shows coming out. So I'll go into that in that video. So I'm definitely gonna make a video, kind of going in like the 2 weeks before, a week before that season starts, to kind of go over what I'm gonna start watching and what everyone else should watch out for. Things like I've read the manga for and stuff. Uh, yeah, as far as like news, that's interesting. Because like I just saw a piece of news today of a manga I really love. Just got, I think it's gonna be in spring. I think it got announced. It's gonna release in the spring, in April. I was like, oh, that'd be fun to like talk about, but I'm not gonna make a video just about that. So maybe like a news channel is good. I don't know. Let me know. I'm brainstorming as I'm recording this video. Uh, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching these videos and the shorts. Appreciate it. And have a good time.